BitFinance is a robo-investment platform that makes it easy for investors of all classes to build an institutional-grade portfolio of alternative investments in minutes.
Hi, I'm Caleb Gates from Alphagrowth here at Crypto Invest Summit in Los Angeles, here with Eli from BitFinance. Eli, what is BitFinance?
BitFinance is a robo-investment platform that makes it easy for investors of all classes to build an institutional-grade portfolio of alternative investments in minutes.
Okay, I'm going to stop you. So we're going to put away Webster's dictionary. What does that mean?
So what that means is that right now, 95% of the investors worldwide are unable to participate in the $15 trillion alternative investment market due to a combination of regulatory limitations stemming back to the Securities Act of 1933, the high costs of administering funds, and the high minimum investment amounts that this combination of factors forces fund managers to set for participation in their funds. And between those factors, both non-accredited investors, which is 90% of Americans, and even a majority of accredited investors, most of whom do not have the resources necessary to meet a $250,000 minimum entry to a fund. Just because you have $1 million of investable assets doesn't mean you can put 25% of it into one fund. So we're going to remedy this using blockchain economics and blockchain technology.
So what are some of these alternative assets you were telling me about?
So, well, cryptocurrency is, the newest, hottest alternative asset class. And yes, retail investors and non-accredited investors can buy individual cryptocurrencies, but they can't buy the algorithmic trading bots, the crypto hedge funds, the really premier ICO, STO funds. These are all, Reg D 506C exempt securities that are only available to up to 99 accredited investors under that exemption. And they typically have a minimum 100,000. The better funds have $250,000, even a $500,000 minimum entry, because the fund managers need to maximize the assets under management that they have in those funds. And so other examples are venture capital, alternative energy, secured debt, private equity, hedge funds, essentially any private fund that's not purchasable on the stock market.
So for viewers who might not be accredited investors, they don't really know how this works, why is 99 the magic number?
Or 95%?
Oh, no, 99 people,
99
isn't it? Once you surpass 99 people, it becomes a security?
I'm actually writing a piece on this. Will be on Medium, maybe by the time this comes out.
Yeah, link below.
Yeah, link below. And so essentially after the Black Friday 1929 stock market crash, which was fueled by rampant speculation, the U.S. government decided that maybe securities should be regulated. And so they regulated securities, which meant that you had to disclose all the risks associated with those securities to the SEC, unless those securities were not publicly offered. And they never actually defined what that meant, public offering. But through a series of court rulings and later a 1980s act that defined an accredited investor, it came to be that you could market your security as exempt from registration with the SEC if you didn't publicly market it and you only sold it to accredited investors, and only 99 accredited investors. That is a Reg D 506C exemption, which most private investment funds are offered under. Why? Because the cost for registering a security for public offering, which is called an S1 registration with the SEC, can be in excess of $1 million. And this is why you only see large mutual funds and, very large private companies that are seeking to go public go through the process of an IPO, which is essentially what that registration is.
So then on your system, are you getting around that 99 by grouping everyone as one, or are you just completely bypassing SEC?
So what we're doing is, ultimately when you break it down, the limitation has been a financial one. It's expensive to register a security. And so if you're a fund manager and you're launching a new fund, your first order of business is not where do I get $1 million of OPEX to skim off the top to register my fund.
Yeah.
Your first order of business is where do I get the first $1 million for my fund, right? And so we have the advantage that previous investment companies have not of token capitalization, non-dilutive means of raising money, and as well as being able to drive additional revenue via tokenomics models that are able to provide secondary revenue streams within our ecosystem. And so the short of it is that we're going to use the proceeds from our security token offerings and the additional revenue from our tokenomic models to simply absorb the regulatory compliance cost for registering our products for public offering. And we're going to take a fund-to-fund style approach where each of our products will be by asset class. So there will be a crypto product, there will be a real estate product, there will be a secured debt product. Each of those products will be a fund that buys inventory in all of these other premium private investment funds. And then we register our fund for public offering with the SEC, allowing average retail investors to gain exposure in an internally diversified manner. So they buy one fund from us, it has 10 different diversified funds within that asset class.
So for people who are trying to get their assets into your platform and people who are trying to invest, how can those two different groups of people reach out to you or join this organization?
So yeah, we're right now still pretty early on. We've oversubscribed our pre-seed round by 100,000, raising a total of 600,000 so far. And we're launching our security token offering via a SAFT, simple agreement for future tokens. Literally supposed to get that instrument this week. You can go to bitfinance.com, and if you're interested specifically as an investor, you can click Investor Portal or just go to investors.bitfinance.com, and that is our deal room. You can download our white paper, our slide deck, brochure, investment documents. There's a link to a live demo of our investment platform front end. It's fully operational. You can see what our modern user interface looks like, how easy it's going to be to build a diversified portfolio. And then just reach out and I will write you right back.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. Well, Eli, it's been great talking with you.
I really appreciate
Look forward to see where it goes.